best and brightest fifth graders from 17 Rock Hill Elementary schools embark on a journey that will tap into their academic abilities and require them to overcome many great obstacles. There will be questions about all the tough topics in the realm of science.
Scientific method for 20.
In this experiment, Plant A was given water only. Plant B was given water. Children's school.
Hypothesis.
Hypothesis is correct.
One by one, these teams will be put up to the challenge and pushed to their limits. Some will triumph, while others will exit gracefully. In the end, only one team will reach the final destination to be crowned as the Elementary Science Bowl champion. Welcome to Rock Hill School's Elementary Science Bowl.
Hello everyone and welcome to Rock Hill School's 4th Annual Science Bowl. My name is Victoria Bujak and I'll be your host today. Thank you so much for joining us, and we have some of Rock Hill's finest with us. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams. We have Mount Holly over here, and starting from the outside working in, we have Cohen Campbell, Zakiah Smith, and Jordan Cook. And to my left, starting from the outside working in, we have Gannon Rice, Jack Burton, and Kira Burton. And Richmond Drive won the coin toss today, so they will be going first. But before we start, let's go ahead and look at our board. We have Science Abs, Science Instruments, Adaptations, Weather, and 5th grade standards. But before we get started, let's do a quick buzzer check. So my buzzer's over here. Let's make sure they're all lighting up. All right, good. And my buzzer's over here. All right, looks like we're all set. So Richmond Drive, go ahead and begin. Which one would you like to start with?
Weather for 50.
Weather for 50, here we go. The thermometer in the picture shows temperature in 2 different temperature scales. Many people say degrees C stands for Celsius, but others refer to it as centigrade. What does the prefix centi mean?
Hundredths.
Very good. It does mean hundredth. Very good, guys. So you get to go again. Which one would you like?
Weather for 40.
Weather for 40. Here we go. When water vapor cools on dust particles, clouds have a tendency to form. What process forms the cloud? All right, Mount Holly?
Condensation.
Condensation is correct. Very good, guys. And so now, Mount Holly, it is your chance to choose.
Science instruments for 40.
Science instruments for 40? In a science lab, these containers are often used for chemical reactions, but measuring in them is discouraged. What are these?
Beakers.
Very good. They are beakers. All right, Richmond Drive, it is your choice.
Adaptations for 300.
All right, adaptations for 30. Is that what you said? Okay. Almost like Jeopardy. All right, here we go. The clear-winged moth has adapted to look like the wasp, as wasps tend to be feared by many animals. What is this type of adaptation called? All right, Mount Holly.
It's called mimicry.
It is mimicry. Very good, guys. All right, you're up next, Mount Holly.
Let's do science abs for 20.
Science abs for 20. Here we go. Study the picture. Everything in the picture is a part of the ecosystem, but the labeled items are not alive. What are they? Mount Holly?
They are abiotic.
They are abiotic. And what does abiotic mean?
Non-living.
Wonderful. Very good. All right. You get to choose again, Mount Holly.
Science apps for 30.
For 30, here we go. This part of the ocean floor begins where the continental slope flattens. What is it?
The continental drop.
Not quite. Richmond Drive, would I take a guess? 10 seconds?
Continental shelf.
Unfortunately, that is not it. It's the abyssal plain. So we're going to go back to Mount Holly, and you'll get to choose the next one.
Science apps for 40.
Okay, science apps for 40. Due to their differences in density, when oil and water are mixed, in what position does the oil sit in relation to the water? They buzz in first. All right, Mount Holly?
Above.
The answer is above. Very good job. All right, which one would you like next?
5th grade standards for 40.
5th grade standards for 40. Here we go. Students put a different color ink on each strip of paper, then allowed it to soak in alcohol to separate the pigments. What is the name of this separation technique? Anyone? If you have a guess, go ahead and buzz in. Richmond Drive?
Filtration.
It is not filtration. Mount Holly, would you like to take a guess? Got 10 seconds to guess. All right, students put a different color ink on each strip of paper, then allow it to soak in alcohol to separate the pigments. What is the name of this separation technique?
Is
Try your best. Come on, you got it.
I can't say it.
All right, unfortunately, no one gets that point. It is chromatography. You were so close. It was on the tip of your tongue. You almost had it. All right, Richmond Drive, back to you, right? Go ahead.
Weather for 300. I mean, 30.
Weather for 330. Here we go. The eye of a hurricane is recognized by many. What are the white areas surrounding the eye?
Clouds.
It is not clouds, unfortunately. Mount Holly, do you have a guess? 10 seconds, guys.
The storm?
It is not the storm, guys. It is called rain bands. All right, Richmond Drive, which one would you like next?
Science instruments for 50.
Science instruments for 50. In its most basic form, this instrument is made of a tall glass tube sitting upside down in a dish of mercury. The mercury rises up the tube with increasing air pressure. What is this instrument? Mount Holly?
Thermometer.
It is not a thermometer. Good try, though. So in its most basic form, this instrument is made of a tall glass tube sitting upside down in a dish of mercury. The mercury rises up the tube with increasing air pressure. What is this instrument? Richmond Drive, what is your guess? 8 seconds. Think of science or weather instruments. Oh, it is a barometer, guys. It's a barometer. All right, Mount Holly.
5th grade standards for 30.
5th grade standards for 30. Here we go. In the picture, the sled is being pulled over grass. What force would be less if the sled were pulled on ice?
Friction.
It is friction. Very good, guys.
Good thing we said.
All right, Mount Holly, you're up next. Which one would you like on the board?
Science instruments for 10.
Science instruments for 10. Here we go. When struck, this instrument gives a pure sound frequency as it vibrates. What is it? So think back. We do it in 4th grade. I taught it this week. All right, Richmond Drive?
A tongue.
It is not a tong. All right, it is a tuning fork, guys. It's a tuning fork. All right, guys, we are halfway through the board, so we'll let the judges go ahead and tally up points, and why they do that, let's get to know y'all a little bit more, okay? So why did you want the Science Bowl? Tell us. All right, Cohen.
What was the question again? I didn't hear you.
Why? I remember to speak into the microphone, but why do you want to do Science Bowl?
It sounds really fun, and I love science.
Boys,
It's my
it fun
favorite
so far?
subject. Yes.
All right, very good. All right, Zakiah.
Well, because I like science and I like competition.
Ooh, not a big competitor. All right, Jordan.
Because I've had a hard time with science last year, and this year I really brought up my grades, and I really like competing.
Ooh, so you fell in love with 5th grade science. All right, awesome. All right, Gannon, what about you?
I still didn't hear the question.
Why did you want to do Science Bowl?
I just love being in competitions, and I'm a competitive person, so.
All right, a lot of competitive people here. I like it. All right, Jack, what about you?
The science in class was too easy for me, so I like the challenge.
Oh, you need to step up, right? To show us what you got. All right, Kira.
I enjoy science and competing.
What do you like about science?
Just
Like the experiments?
yeah,
You
the
do?
experiment.
Very good. All right, guys, so our score so far is Richmond Drive with 90 points and Mount Holly with 160 points. So let's go back to the board. Are we ready?
Yeah.
All right, Mount Holly, here we go.
5th grade standards for 20.
5th grade standards for 20? What method of measuring the volume of an irregularly shaped object like this key is shown in the diagram? Mount Holly?
Volume displacement.
Take that. Very good. Water displacement.
Oh.
Good job, guys. All right, which one would you like next?
5th grade standards for 50.
For 50, 5th grade standards. Here we go. When a spoonful of sugar is placed into a cup of water and stirred, the sugar dissolves and a solution is made. What are the roles of the sugar and the water in this solution? It's a 2-part answer. Are we going to accept that? That's okay. All right, Mount Holly?
Is a solvent.
Okay, 2-part answer. There's 2 parts
Oh,
to it.
sorry. Oh, the sugar is a solvent and the water is the solute.
Oh,
Not
close.
the solute. Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
All right,
the sugar.
go
is-
ahead, Richmond Drive.
The water is the solute and the sugar is the solvent.
Oh, unfortunately, that was reversed. The sugar is the solute and the water is the solvent. Good try, though, guys. Very good. All right, Mount Holly, which one would you like next?
Science apps for 50.
Science apps for 50. Insects have 3 major body parts, the head, thorax, and a 3rd part, which contains the heart, digestive organs, and reproductive organs. What is the name of the 3rd body part? Mount Holly?
Abdomen.
It is the abdomen. Very good. Y'all get to choose the next one on the board. Which one would you like?
Adaptations for 10.
Adaptations for 10?
Yeah.
Which part of a plant is adapted for gathering water and nutrients from the soil? Mount Holly?
The roots.
The roots. Very good. It is the roots. All right, Mount Holly, which one would you like next?
What?
All right, try it one more time. All right, we're all good now? It's all right. Here we go. All right, Mount Holly, which one would you like?
Science instruments for 20.
Science instruments for 20. The bottles in the picture each have a lid with a rubber bulb that, when squeezed, pulls liquids into the tube. What scientific instrument is built into these bottles? If you have a guess, go ahead and buzz in. What science instrument could this be? Anyone? All right. All right, guys, so we're go ahead. It is a pipette or an eyedropper. Oh, yeah, now we know. All right, Mount Holly, which one?
Adaptations for 20.
Adaptations for 20. Here we go. Many plants have adapted an enclosure to encourage animals to carry their seeds to new locations. What are these tasty enclosures called?
Fruit.
It is fruit. Very good, guys. All right, Mount Holly, which one would you like next?
Weather for 10.
Weather for 10. For what type of severe weather should the following safety precautions be used? Find a safe place away from windows. If you cannot find shelter, lie flat in a ditch or other low place. Do not stay in your car. All right, Richmond Drive.
Tornado.
It is a tornado. Very good. Now it is your turn to choose one from the board. Which one would you like, Richmond Drive?
Weather for 20.
Weather for 20. Here we go. What type of weather is usually indicated by the type of cloud shown in the picture? Richmond Drive? What type?
Clear weather.
Clear weather. Very good. Just like today was. All right. You're up next, Richmond Drive.
Science instruments for 30.
Science instruments for 30. These instruments are used when precise measurements are needed, usually in millimeters. What are these? Mount Holly?
Graduated cylinders.
Very good. It is a graduated cylinder. All right, Mount Holly, which one would you like? There's 4 left.
5th grade standards for 10.
5th grade standards for 10. Here we go. Name 2 abiotic factors in the picture below. Mount Holly?
Air and water.
Air and water. Very good, guys. All right, which one would you like next?
Science apps for 10.
Science abs for 10. When white light shines on a leaf, the leaf appears green. What is happening to the other colors of light? All right, unfortunately, guys, you buzzed in before I was done reading, but you can take it. You can go ahead and guess, but it just won't be for any points, okay?
Absorption.
Very good. The other colors are getting absorbed. Very good. All right, so Richmond Drive, go ahead and pick again. Or is it
Adaptations 50.
Adaptations for 50. One adaptation of many snakes is the ability to shed their skin at various stages of growth. Insects do something similar with their exoskeleton. What is this process called? Richmond Drive?
Molt.
Very good. Molting. You are correct. All right. Last one on the board, so adaptations for 40. As the picture shows, bird beaks come in various shapes and sizes. To what factors are birds' beaks adapted? Mount Holly?
For digging into their prey with their beaks.
All right. So we'll go ahead and let Richmond Drive. Do you have a guess? For as the picture shows, bird beaks come in various shapes and sizes. To what factors are bird beaks adapted?
To dig into their food.
We'll count that. Very good. For available food and diet. All right, we have cleared the board, but for your viewers at home, we have a question for you as well. The Great Salt Lake is the saltiest body of water in the United States. Name one of the 2 saltiest bodies of water on Earth. If you would like to submit an answer, please email rhsdsciencebowl@gmail.com. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break while our judges finishing tallying up the final scores.
Another child will drop out of high school.
Drop out.
Gone.
Lost.
Our system is failing our children.
Our kids.
Too many kids
Aren't getting the quality education
they deserve.
Too many kids
Are losing their future.
Way too many kids.
We have got to make a change.
Now.
Now.
right now.
We have to change.
Let's build a system where every child,
Gets a great education.
Every child.
Every child.
no matter their zip code,
No matter their income.
No matter their race.
no matter what,
Every child.
Let's give parents the power
To choose the very best school for their child.
The power.
power for every child. Join us. It's time to help every family.
It's time to help every child.
Every child.
It's time
It's time.
It's time.
for educational choice.
The next time you look up at the night sky, just think. Each point of light is a sun, and likely has orbiting planets. In fact, astronomers searching one small sliver of the sky have found nearly 1,000 worlds so far. We're surrounded by solar systems. And as we learn more about the universe around us, NASA is developing capabilities on Earth and in space to send astronauts further into our solar system than ever before, to an asteroid, Mars, and beyond. To follow the journey as NASA expands human presence beyond Earth, visit nasa.gov.
All right, Welcome back, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again. I just want to say congratulations to everyone. Y'all did an awesome job. We have our runner-up, Richmond Drive, here with us. Good job, guys. All right, Jack, go ahead and introduce us to your coach and other teammates.
My other teammates are Eli Elkins and Sam Thomas, and our coach is Miss McNay.
It's wonderful meeting you guys. All right, Mount Holly, congratulations. Y'all won with 300 points. And Zakiah, go ahead and introduce us to your other teammates and your coach.
Our other great teammates is Tyler Blevins and Emma Owens.
Talking to the mic so we can hear.
And our awesome coach is Mrs. Vonador.
Wonderful. It's nice to meet y'all as well. All right, and that's our show. On behalf of Superintendent Dr. Kelly Pugh, Associate Superintendent of Instruction and Accountability, Dr. Harriet Jarowski, also Jill Pappas, Executive Director of Elementary Education, Kim Massey, our Science Instructional Specialist, and our great crew here at SCE TV. Thank you so much for joining us, and please join in for our next Science Bowl.